The Red Funnel Easter Challenge got underway on Good Friday in grey, damp conditions with a light southeasterly breeze. This popular start-of-season training regatta attracted 62 yachts this year, sailing in 5 classes. 2 races were scheduled for the first day, but in the event only 1 was sailed due to the light conditions. Classes Super Zero and Zero started together and were first away. The TP52 John Merricks of the RYA keelboat programme and the FAR 52 Chernihiv were the biggest boats in Super Zero, and Chernihiv was doing a good job of hanging onto the faster boat around the course in the light breeze. In the end though, it was Tony Langley's FAR 45 Atomic of Cows which took a comfortable win on handicap by 2 minutes ahead of Chernihiv, with John Merricks third. Dark and Steamy took fourth, while the new Class 40 designed by Rob Humphreys didn't finish. In the 10-boat Class 0 fleet, it was the Dutch yacht Foxy which won the day with a comfortable handicap win from the King 40 Tokoloshi. Bill Blaine's J133 Batfish 3 was third by another quite large margin, with another J133 Jammy Dodger coming home fourth. The large differences in corrected time continued in Class 1, where the A40 Toe in the Water won by nearly 4 minutes. Toe in the Water is crewed partly by injured servicemen, whom the charity is helping to rehabilitate through competitive sailing. Second in Class 1 was the Grand Soleil 43 Artemis, which beat Puma Logic into third place by 1 minute 20 seconds on corrected time. In Class 2, the winner in the 18-boat fleet, after a 2-hour race, was Chris and Hannah Neve's first 34.7 No Doubt, which won by a massive 6 minutes from David Riley's Corby 33 No Retreat. Another first 34.7 Mongoose took third, another minute astern. The 18 boats in Class 3 included 7 quarter-tonners. This retro class is seeing rapid growth and will again have their quarter-ton cup here later in the year. Indeed, it was a quarter-tonner, Louise Morton's Espada, which won the class overall today, nearly 7 minutes ahead of Robert Baker's X332 Brightwork. In third, 2 minutes behind Brightwork, was another Toe in the Water entry, the J80 Little Toe. 4th through 8th places were filled by quarter-tonners, taking advantage of the light airs to show the larger boats what they're made of. Saturday brought more grey skies and light winds, although the wind had moved to the northwest. The race committee set a windward leeward course with a leeward gate, and managed to get in 3 races during the day. The battle between Chernihiv and John Merricks 2 continued in Super Zero, with Chernihiv taking the win in race 1 ahead of John Merricks, with the FAR 45 Atomic of Cows taking third. The big boat swapped the order in the second race of the day, while Atomic slipped behind the DK46 Dark and Steamy, which took third place. Dark and Steamy did even better in the final race of the day, winning the shortened race from Atomic and relegating Chernihiv to third. In Class 0, the day belonged to Michael Bartholomew's King 40 Tokoloshi, which delivered an impressive 1:2:2 record. The Mat 12 Foxy took second in the day's first race, but wasn't consistent in the other 2 races. But she did manage to end up second overall at the end of the day. Race 3 was won by the J133 Jammy Dodger, which took third overnight. The Corby 40 Cracklin' Rosie won the day's final race, but it was only Tokoloshi that was able to deliver consistent results in these light and difficult conditions. The most consistent results of all on Saturday were posted in Class 1 by the X35 Vortex, which recorded 3 bullets to dominate the 12-boat fleet. Having won the opening race on Friday, the Archambault A40 Toe in the Water had a run of 4th, 6th and 2nd to hold 2nd overall at the end of the day. Peter Robson's first 40.7 playing around had a 5th and 2/3 to move into 3rd overall going into the final day. Friday's race winner in Class 2, the first 34.7 No Doubt, started Saturday with a poor result, tying for 7th place with a J109 Big Toe. But they bounced back in the next 2 races with a 1st and 2nd to retain the overnight lead in the class. Behind her, the Corby 33 No Retreat put together a 2-4-6 scoreline to hold on to the 2nd slot, while the J109 J-Dream took a 1st, 5th and 8th to move into 3rd, on equal points with the first 34.7 Astarte. A battle royal was developing in Class 3 amongst the quickest of the quarter-tonners, which are dominating the fleet. Louise Morton's Espada put together a 1st, 3rd and 2nd on Saturday to lead Class 3 by 1 point from Mike Till's quarter-tonner Bullet. When the quarter-tonner results were stripped out, though, Bullet was leading the quarter-ton class by a single point from Espada. Lying 3rd in Class 3 and in the quarter-tonners was Paul Kelsey's Runaway Bus. The best non-quarter-tonners at this stage were the X332 Brightwork and the J80 Little Toe, which were sharing 20 points in 4th and 5th places.